the tionagia andu othe. The ti cia andu othe. When you're extending mercy, mercy should only be extended to those who deserve it. Whenever you are addressing weaknesses, the weakness must be addressed without hesitation. When it comes to emotions, it's important and very crucial, because you either learn how to control your emotions, or you risk being controlled. Songs of Solomon. From the Bible, in this case, the African Bible, but we have many Bibles. We can pick another Bible. We can pick the Bible from the Witnesses and read the Songs of Solomon. Second Songs of Solomon 11-13. Ate bura netigete kurama nasio goyo sikerua. Songs of Solomon. Second Songs of Solomon, or you can read from your Bible. Second Solomon, and you can go to verse 11-13. So every time you see 11, you know what 11 is talking about. Every time you see 13, you know that you are the 13. So, Songs of Solomon, Second Songs of Solomon, 11-13. Ate bura nereketie kurama. I can read it for you. I have it somewhere. I think I have it on my Bible. I have a digital Bible. I have a Kikuyu Bible too, so I can read it for you. Ate hede ya heho ne reviru. Pay attention to the language. Dinauga heho ne thiru. Dauga hede ya heho ne reviru. Pay attention to the rudhiomi. Wario wa maito. Hede ya heho ne reviru. Ti ihida hede. Bura netigete kura. Noe warora aja niurona kwina bura. Nyita rudhiomi. Bura netigete kura. Noe warora aja kwina bura. Nikure mai ma bura. Na bura ne yuraga. Na tukauga ati bura ĩyo nĩĩrĩtĩtie gũitĩka. Rũthiomi rũtihananaga. When you go to the Second Solomon, verse 11-13, it is, for lo, the winter is past, the cold season. Winter ni hĩndĩ ĩrĩa wĩkũnjĩte, hĩndĩ ĩrĩa ũraigua heho. The rain is over and gone. Ukauga, I'm taking a rain check. I'm taking a rain check. Meaning, you are not at your best. We are not talking about the rain, water. Bureri orona kuriaja. They. Nera kunuka mahwa. We ogiuma jani ukuona makuno ni mana kunuka. Ũngiuma nja nĩ ũkuona kwĩna kĩro. Hĩndĩ ya magetha nĩ nginyu, nacio ndutura nĩ iraiguĩka ikĩina. Ndũrabatara kĩndũ kĩngĩ, kwĩna ndutura. Ndũrega kuona ndutura, thaa ici nĩ ũkuona ndutura. Ũngiuma nja nĩ ũkuona ndutura. Arĩa mathiaga na mabuku ma hĩndĩ ya Nuhu nĩ maririkanaga ndutura nĩ yathire ĩgĩũka na kahuti komũ. Ngũyũ-rĩ nĩ ciambĩrĩirie kwĩrua. Ngũyũ, we kwanyu thaa ici kwĩna mbera. Kwanyu kwĩna guavas right now. Ngũyũ-rĩ nĩ ciambĩrĩirie kwĩrua. Ĩyo nĩ family ĩmwe ya matunda. Ona ningĩ kwĩna kĩ? Kwĩna mũtararĩko. Kwĩna mũtararĩko mwega wa kĩro kĩa mĩthabibũ. Ũngiuma nja, ndimũ kwanyu thaa ici nĩ ngũrũ. Kwĩna ndimũ. Mĩthabibũ nĩ ĩrĩ mũrarako. It is sour. Atĩ rĩrĩa mbirwo harĩa etia maĩ aheirwo kĩndũ kĩrũrũ. We kwanyu kwĩna ndimũ. Tiga gwetha mĩthabibũ. Ndimũ nĩ ngũrũ. Mĩthabibũ. Kwĩna mũtararĩko mwega wa kĩro kĩa mĩthabibũ. Mũrata wakwa, o we mwendwa wakwa, gĩũkĩre tũthiĩ, ihinda nĩ ikinyu. Shout out to everyone in the space. That was the Song of Solomon's. You don't need to read it. That's from the Witnesses Bible. Then we also have the African Bible. So when it comes to the Bible, we write the Bible. The Bible is you. You are the story. Now, today, being the moon being in my sign, Taurus, the second house, so it's all about grounding and making it relate and paying attention to things that come with that second house energy, which is money, fortune, growth, the anchoring down, or what you call the Canaanite gods or Baal. So, tũkĩra hau, niĩ ngĩciarwo nĩ kwarĩ na mwaki mũingĩ mũno. Rwario rwakwa ngĩaria rũkoragwo gũkũ kwĩhĩa, aka Aries, the ram. And my mentor, I have many mentors. One of my mentors today was talking about what you call the draconian energy. Gakiuga, haha njikarĩte, tũikarĩte nao, nĩ waya, twĩna arĩa matũraga, arĩa matũrĩte magĩte, na twĩna arĩa mwareheirwo. Tũgakiuga atĩ mahinda maya nĩ ũgũtuthwo, ici nĩ hĩa, ici nĩ hĩa, nĩ ũgũtuthwo wehere mbere ya hĩa. It is the beginning, spring, ram. It's time for transformation. It's time to change. We start. Mercy should only be extended to those who deserve it. There are some people who don't deserve mercy, but there are some people who deserve mercy. Weakness must be addressed without hesitation. Where we are going, we are not going to take weakness. You have to master your emotions. You have to learn how to control your emotions, emotional maturity, or you are going to be controlled. Neptune is going into Aries. So the collective is about to go through a new transformation, and everyone is about to be handed power. But power requires knowledge, because when you possess power without knowledge, you are not better off than a new boy or a newborn with a razor. Ni kama kupea mtoto wembe na ajui ni nini yako nayo. You become reckless. A child with a razor blade is reckless. A razor blade with a child is a dangerous tool. True strength comes from understanding and wisdom. So power requires knowledge. Shout out to Neptune in Aries. Ignore the retrogrades at your own peril. Royalty needs to be balanced with self-respect. Be loyal to the brotherhood. Be loyal to the sisterhood. That is very important. But don't be loyal to the expense of sacrificing yourself. Write this down. Honor takes precedence over blind allegiance. When you are in school, mlikuwa mnasema, I pledge my loyalty to the... Honor takes precedence over blind allegiance. Do not blindly swear allegiance without honor. So you need your loyalty to be balanced with self-respect. Silence and solitude is your friend. Embrace your silence and solitude. These are going to allow you to delve into the simple task of going into the temple of self. Explore your inner being. Growth will only happen in moments of introspection. So some of you, I think it's about time that now you started going into things like meditation. Like for real, I think it's about time now. No more self-doubt. No more self-doubt. Whenever you are seeking self-mastery, understanding yourself, whenever you are seeking self-mastery, self-doubt is an obstacle. Kutojiamini is an obstacle. To doubt yourself is to remain enslaved by your insecurities. Freedom lies in confidence and belief in your abilities. And you have many abilities. We are in a new age. We are in a new era. We are in a new world. And the sun and moon are in Aries. It's a beautiful year. So for you, it's time that you seize your opportunities. The universe will only reward those who take initiatives and seize opportunities. Who said you can do it now? Success is not determined by karma. We have been in a position where we say that success is determined by karma. But karma is action taken, and also not taking action is taking action. Success requires action. Success requires determination. There's no shortcuts. There's no shortcuts. You have to be obsessed with your goals now. Why do you think you have so many AI applications coming out now. It's not a coincidence. They know that as a collective, as above, so below. The collective, we are going through a time of bringing new things into the world. That is why they are injecting their AIs. That is why they are bringing their chat, going everybody. Like for you now, it's your time to bring your intellectual property. Right? It doesn't matter how it looks like. I'm just the messenger. Bring your intellectual property right now. Bring it in because we are in that time. Neptune in Aries. Of course, you are going to need some grounding because some of us, our dreams can be too great. So you need some grounding. You need some nature. Be relentless in your goals. Be passionate with your goals. Be obsessed with your goals. Because if you don't have the passion for it, why are you even doing it? If you're a farmer and you're not passionate about it, why are you even doing it? Whatever do you do, if you're not even passionate about it, why are you even doing it? What does it even mean to do whatever you do if you're not passionate about it? If you really don't care about the thing that you do, why are you even doing it? You have to be obsessed with your goals. You have to take your accountability over excuses. We're in a time where now our past, our addictions are nothing but our mirrors. Our past, the generational traumas, the generational curses, wherever you have come, the families you have come from, those are nothing but mirrors. Yesterday we were having a conversation with Monjiro. A very beautiful conversation. And Monjiro said, Monjiro is a Scorpio sign, so she's directly opposite my Taurus sign, ako kwa miguu yangu. So I was sitting in the car, and she came to the car. And most of the time when a man caving in the car alone, they don't come to the car. But yesterday she came, she wanted to talk to me. She said, hey, Marisa could do the dishes, what's up? I said, come and sit with me in the car. So she came in the car. And so Nyambura was in her bedroom. And so before they have like a ritual where before they go to sleep, they how was your day, they connect, they talk, they watch a movie together in Nyambura's room na vitu kama hizo. So Nyambura akaona mamake amekaa sana. So Nyambura called the mother. And when Nyambura called the mother, my phone ikajiandika Charity. So Monjiro asked me, umenisave kama Charity on your phone? Kamwambia yes. But for the longest time, amekuanga saved as the first lady. For the longest time kwa my phone, venye munaitananga baby kwa simu na kuanga meseviana babes, bae, nini vitu kama hizo, bye, whatever. For the longest time, alikuwa na ameandikwa my love. Like if she called the phone, ilikuwa inajiandika my love. Kuna time again, ilikuwa inajiandika first lady. So right now inasoma Charity. Just the word Charity. So she was triggered a little bit. Akauliza, kwani syllabus imekimbia aje? Nikamwambia no. The last time we were having a conversation with you, you told me to save your name as is. Uliniambia, whatever these endearments that I saved you on my phone, they are meaningless. So I changed. So accountability over excuses. My past, your addictions, these are just mirrors reflecting the areas for improvement. The path that you're about to take demands accountability. The path that I take demands accountability. And where I am right now in my life, no one cares about excuses anymore. No one cares about pity stories. No one is going to pity my story from what I have come from and anything like that. The only thing now is for you to focus and move ahead. We are in that time. Accountability over excuses. It doesn't matter what happened to you. We don't give a shit. 10, 15, 20, 30 abortions, we don't give a shit. Accountability over excuses. It's Ram time, baby. It's Aries season. Shout out to the Catholics. This is what the Catholics. Saa zile unaona bishop, archbishop wa Catholic ameshika ile kitu na kuanga ameshika hivi, inakuanga na hizi. This is the Catholic energy. Aries. Ram. Gatorome. Now, before you go, or before you shed and go into the new, face your fears. What terrifies you? What is that thing that makes you feel very scared? What is that thing that you are terribly scared about? Ni kuachwa. What is that thing that for you it's the biggest fear? You have to confront it. You have to ask yourself, nikatoka kwa hii nyumba naweza survive? Some of you are stuck in death cycles because you don't want to leave a home. Kwa sababu ulijengewa nyumba, uko na Toyota Harrier, but unachapangwa kila siku kama umbwa. So confront your fears. Face what terrifies you. You're not terrified of finding love. You're not terrified of moving on. You're not terrified of starting a new business. There's some fear that is freezing you, keeping you in place. Fear will either paralyze you or propel you. When you come to the metaphysics or the body, we say fight or flight. Fight or fright. Or freeze. Most of you are in the freezing portion of your life. You are paralyzed by fear. What will happen if I leave this home? What will happen if I leave this job? But you know the job is killing you. What will happen? So you are paralyzed. You are frozen. You are neither in flight, running away, or in fighting mode. This is the season. It's time to fight. It's time to confront your fears. Every time you avoid something, you are preventing your greatness. These laws are not universal. These laws are not for everyone, the laws that I've given you. Whether they align with your personal journey depends entirely on you. Reflect deeply. Ask yourself this question using the words of my mentor. Why would God or the demons or your ancestors or whatever thing that you think you came from, why would they give you higher powers? Why would they invest in you? Why would God invest in you? Why would God depend on you and put you here? If you had no potential. So the question is, are you living to your true potential? Or are you disappointing God? Or whatever the shit you came from? That is why we are saying, Bura, nereketie. Bura, nereketie kura. Goyo, negoro. It's that time of the year. It's time for your transformation. It's time for you to change. I know, it's not easy. It's not easy. You don't have examples. When you look at where you are coming from, you don't have examples. Your parents stayed in relationships that were supposed to have ended a long time ago. There are some broken arrows, promises, peace treaties that were kept, but they were broken. Broken arrow. People broke their arrows for peace, but they were met with blades. And most of you are coming from those families. Most of you are coming from families where you don't have examples of resilience. And I can't blame you, because it's in your psyche. It's deep inside you. Subconsciously, you learn these things. I can give you an example. I told you, look into nature. I have cats. And the kittens may be warm in the house. There's cat food, there's milk, there's a fireplace, there's everything. But their natural instinct is to follow the mother, because the mother was wild and the mother is outside. To the point they will go into the rain because the mother is calling them, and leave the warm fire because it's internal, it's innate. This kitten will have to become big to make the same decisions where they can no longer follow their mother. Even when the mother calls, they'll be like, no, mom, we love the fireplace. We love the cat food. We love the cushions. We love the fact that we are being groomed. So stop blaming yourself. That is why in the Bible they say, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they are doing. It's in your DNA. It's in your genes. In that ghost, it's in your genetics. And it may take longer sometimes to remember. But when you remember, when you remember, that's the most important thing. Every day, you are a new creature. You have a blank page to start again. Every day. Write your story differently every day. Write a different story every day. Choose today to write a different story. Choose today to begin afresh. A feather gives you direction. The feather doesn't just make the bird light, but the feather gives you direction. Find your direction. A rock anchors you. Stability. Sitting on tables. Do some grounding. Grounds your emotions. Your feelings. Water. Your connections. Master your feelings. Listen to your feelings. Go with your intuition. Fire transforms, lights the way. When you burn a paper, you transform it into ashes. You don't destroy it, it's transformation. Your light, your imagination, spark your light. Center yourself. Always. Be the flame at the center of your self. Shout out to everyone in the space. Each one, teach one. Risings to everyone. Jegawa Mudaka. And today we are going to, of course, you know, on Tuesdays is all about reparenting Tuesday. So let's jump right into reparenting Tuesday. Now, let me see. Every time that we are going into a new cycle, we have what you called, or what you can call, closed out cycles. Cycles that need to be closed out. And the reason they need to be closed out is because they are no longer powerful anymore. If you are to charge your phone to 100% and then let that phone sit for a few years. Now, if you let it sit for some few days, the phone will still light, hata kama you operate, it is going to show you the time and everything. But if you let it sit for a few years, eventually that phone, unless you plug it, will be out of charge. So, in the same way, there are some things that you need to close out those cycles. There are some cycles that you need to close out. And just like when the chicken decides to kick the chicks away from the nest to go and nest for themselves or land for themselves, which is for the animal kingdom, and this is where the human beings have forgotten that that is only for the animal kingdom, because we are, as a collective, better together, stronger together. We are communal animals. We are not like the animals that are solitary. We are not like the lions, the buffaloes, or the other animals that prefer to stand by default. We are more communal, so we like being in communities. So when it comes to your parents kicking you out of your home, you can go and fend to become an adult out there. But the thing is that now they kick you out, and kick you out fully. Like, you can't go back home for comfort or solace. So you're on your own. So that is even why we started Reparenting Tuesdays, because a lot of the things we have to reparent ourselves because there's no examples. Whenever you are in an unsafe relationship, your own body will fight hard as it can, to take you out of that unsafe relationship. One of the ways that the body has to fight you to remind you of anything is what you call chronic pain. Is what you call autoimmune diseases. This is what your mothers are suffering from. heart conditions. Nasikia mamangu sijui ako na heart condition, sijui high blood pressure. These are autoimmune diseases. These are not diseases. These are your body's cry for help. Your body is crying for help. Your body is like, oh my God, we need help. We need to get out of this situation and circumstance right now. So autoimmune diseases, or what you call chronic pain, is not a disease. Na ti ndwari uguo mwiragwo ati iyo ni ndwari, ati ni rathinio ni ngoro, iyo ni ndwari. No, maybe iyo reta ndwari ni movers. You need to move. It is the body fighting as hard as it can to get you out of that situation and circumstances. Women, because you are the nurturers, you have been conditioned to please. Women have been conditioned to put the emotional states of others before their own. Even if that person is unsafe, you have been conditioned to put your emotional state of those other people before your own. So you are stuck in abusive relationships. But you have been conditioned by the society that you have to please. There's another name, I think it's called fawn, F-A-W-N. You put the emotional state of others before your own. Even if you're in unsafe situations, that is something that you have been conditioned to do. So you put yourself, or you put the emotional state of someone who's not even safe for you. You please them. You know this person is not good for you. You know it. Totally, you know. They are not good for you. You see, we're in a world where this is not about the red pill or the blue pill. This is not about... Because we're in a new world now. This is not about the red pill where they talk about if a woman does this to you, you have to walk away. No, we're in a new world. We are setting up new relationships now. That conditioned... Those conditionings that have been conditions on the women where they please other people, even if those other people are unsafe for them, where they put those other people's emotional states before themselves, it has to come to an end. It has to come to an end. We cannot continue like this. Because you see now what has happened is that we have started burying young girls. So before it was the men, chaos, CG accidents and everything. Now we are burying young girls. If you go on TikTok, you are going to see girls as young as 18, 20, 22. The Gen Z, they are dying. You're like... But then when you look at where she died and how she died, you realize, wait a minute, she died because she was conditioned to please someone. Even if that other person's emotional state is not safe. Most of the women return to relationships that are very toxic. But why not? These are women who have never been modeled to set boundaries. These are our girls who have never been modeled to let people face their consequences. These are women who have not been modeled to let people feel the consequences or face the consequences of their actions. So it's not that they are lacking. So 90% of women return to relationships because they have never been modeled to set boundaries. So we are a community where there's no boundaries. Look at your mother. Look at your father. Look at your siblings. Look at even how you don't respect other people's boundaries. Then you are going to understand that this is how we have been modeled. This is even how the women or the girls have been modeled. Girls have witnessed their mothers stay in toxic relationships. Most of us, we stayed in relationship where we saw your mothers battered every day. So, my data is out. So, these women, they are not aware that they are stuck in survival mode. And when your mother is stuck in survival mode, your mother never left. She's only now living now when she's 60, when there's nothing left to. She even has autoimmune diseases. She's about to die anyway. She's not going to get fucked now in her age. She's too destroyed to even date in her 60s. All she knew was the 7 minutes, the 3 minutes of sex, lousy sex from there. But this was sending a clear message to you as the daughter that you're supposed to accept toxic behavior. This was a message to you as the daughter of Mumbi that you're supposed to abandon yourself. So most of you women are damaged. Because the message that was sent to you was that you can accept toxic behavior. Because that is what you witnessed from your own mothers. And that is what your mothers witnessed from your grandmothers. Because that is what your grandmothers witnessed from your great-grandmothers. So it's a generational cycle. It's a generational curse. And we are going to the new world. And we are not breaking any arrows. There's no broken arrows here. Every time you break the arrows for peace, they shove that peace treaty down your throat. Now, when you go online, you'll find so many people talking about healthy eating, herbs, and things like those ones. And these are the things that you ignore. What you're forgetting is that chronic pain that your body is sending to you is to remind you one thing, that the body does not do well with self-abandonment. Wewe ndio unafikiria oh my god, I'm doing okay. No, the body is telling you, I cannot deal with self-abandonment. That is what your body is telling you. I cannot deal with self-abandonment. So the chronic pain that you are feeling is a message to you that you need to move from those toxic grounds. I want to check if my data is up, because I can't remember what time I had gotten my data before I continue. And then we can continue. Let me see. You have used 50% of your bundle. Let me see. Expiring 9:59. I have 10 minutes. We can do this quickly. I have 10 minutes before my data expires. I've gotten a 2-hour data bundle. So I've seen it's 9:59. It's expiring 9:59. So we have 10 minutes. So we can do this quickly. We have 10 minutes, and then we can go. So now, this topic, this chronic pain that you are feeling now as the woman, this is specifically for reparenting, but mostly for the woman, but it's for all genders. So your body is telling you that you cannot deal with what you call self-abandonment. So that pain, the conflict is creating inflammation in the body. So your nervous system will always be in that constant state of not being able to regulate itself. So on a metabolic level, you cannot be well. That is why the other day I went to the chemist, and the lines at the chemist, go and observe the pharmacies in the evening rush hour, zinakuanga zimejaa watu hivi wakinunua dawa, everybody. And then unasikia mtu akinunua dawa kusema hii ndio natumianga, hii ndio natumianga. I'm like, but why are you taking medication? Then you realize that when they have symptoms of exhaustion, whenever you are always tired, that is cellular fatigue. Isn't that? It has got nothing to do with the physical. That is cellular fatigue. That chronic pain inashinda ukifanya uingie kwa chemist. That autoimmune disorder ya kushinda ukikunywa tu dawa tu pressure. Those skin rashes that you have, that acne that you have on your skin is stressed acne. That is your body screaming that is not safe. You can keep using cocoa butter, shea butter, but that is your body screaming that you are not safe. If you want better, you have to start acknowledging relationships and the role they play in your overall health. And relationships are not just the relationship that you are in right now. These are the relationships that you are attaching yourself to, the things you consume on a daily. Look at them. The body always keeps the score. The body will always make you accountable. Whatever you are consuming, all this shit that you are taking, the The body doesn't forget how many more minutes. I have 7 more minutes. I have to make this quick. Now, ask yourself this. Does all the domestic labor, the cooking, the cleaning and everything, does it all fall on you? Because maybe you have never even asked your man to do something. Because sometimes the men need to be asked to do something. Are you in a marriage but you feel like a single parent? Are you financially controlled? Do you have access to money for things you need when you need them? Or is that decided for you? Mzee ndiye anakuambianga sasa shika hii pesa, sasa shika hii. So are you financially controlled? Do you have access to money for things that you need when you need them? Or is that decided for you? No, you can't get new panties, you can't get new shoes, you have to wait. Is that decided for you? Is your partner using too much drinks? Are they using too much substances? Do they gamble too much? Kazi yake ni kushinda bet power. Kazi yake ni kushinda betika. Kazi yake ni kushinda sport pesa. Is that what your partner does all the day? And they are denying it. But you know, hakuna kitu yengine ufanya, kazi yake ni kubet. Is he always highly defensive? You see, we're in a new time now. We have to change these things. There's no way we are going to go into the year 9. It's the year of the snake. Raise your kundalini. It's time to shed. Remember that your intuition, your gut is very good at sensing and scanning the environments for threats. When your solar plexus, when your body, when your gut section, when you don't have autonomy, when you don't have support, when you are not heard consistently, you start fighting, your body starts fighting that threat. And that is even how you become ill. That is even how now you manifest those diseases and ailments that you have that now you have to keep taking medication for. Things are not just in your head. Things are in your body. Listen to your body. Let me check. I have 4 minutes remaining. Let me check if there's a question or something, and then we can end this live. Someone is asking you, these are horns. Yeah, these are horns. These are the ram. Airy season. They are horns. What do you want to do with horns? You want to get out of my way? Or you want to be on my way? That's the question. Or I could be horny. So there's no question. So my data is ending, so I have to leave. No, I sent an invitation. That was not intentional. Whoever I sent the invitation to, that was not intentional. I was checking my time. I can't accept someone to speak because I don't have the data to continue the live. So do have a beautiful day. Each one teach one. Teamwork makes the dream work. 2 more minutes. So I'm going to let this live end itself. I'm not going to end it. Time ikiisha itaisha. When the time ends, it is going to end. In the meantime, Song of Solomon, second Song of Solomon, 11 to 13. Hĩndĩ ya heho nĩrĩ thiru, mbura nĩĩtigĩte kuura. Thĩ nĩrakunũka mahũa, hĩndĩ ya magetha nĩ nginyu, nacio ndutura nĩiraiguĩka ikĩina. Ngũyũ-rĩ nĩciambĩrĩirie kwĩrua, ona ningĩ kwĩna mũtararĩko mwega wa kĩro kĩa mũthabibũ. Mũrata wakwa, o we mwendwa wakwa, yũkĩre tũthiĩ. So shout out to everyone who came through for this new moon in Aries ritual. That was a whole ritual that was happening. Venye tunasemanga, teamwork makes the dream work. Na remember, every time you break your arrow, broken arrow, history has taught us that they do not keep the promises of their peace treaties. So choose the draconian way. Choose yourself first. Be as clear as the quartz. And whenever the gods intervene to show you something, don't shame the gods. Ciao, ciao.